have questions in the front row?
Stu, you guys were down 10, then I think you scored 9 straight to cut it to 1, and then just couldn't get over the hump. What was the difference in the last few minutes that you guys couldn't just get some stops you needed to get the win?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, it's on, yes, yes?
Yep, it's on.
I think that, you know, they executed better than us, and really that's it, both ends of the floor. We weren't able to get, really anything that we wanted, and then they kept finding, no matter who it was, one of their players, corner three, late shot clock something, and that's gonna make it really difficult for us, and I think obviously, 21 turnovers is never gonna win the game.
Staying in the front row?
Hi, Sandy. In the first half, Kennedy Burke provided good minutes, and she scored quite a bit to keep the Lynx on their toes. Clearly, didn't seem like they prepared for her. I'm just curious what she could have done to have played a bit more in the second half.
Yeah, that's a great question. I said to Kennedy, when you look back, you're like, oh, maybe I should have went back to you. I thought, we'll try and establish JJ a little bit. I thought it was hard offensively. We had to go away from that, but I thought defensively with her rebounding, that was impactful for us. In hindsight, yeah, probably should have gave her a few more minutes and see what she could have given us a little bit more energy.
Sabrina, I think both teams a little bit better. Hit a couple more 3-pointers. Was the turnovers really the key in terms of what hurt you guys the most? Or Stewie mentioned that. Was that maybe the hardest thing in this game that you guys had a hard time overcoming?
Yeah, I think so, and probably just blowing stuff up and not letting us get into our stuff as easily as normal. Obviously, they're a really active defensive team in terms of taking away your first and second option and making you play a lot quicker than normal, and so those reads, you know, were open, but weren't as easy to make as I think we're used to, and credit to them. I mean, they understood what they wanted to give up and made sure that we went to that, and you know, they sped us up. And I personally turned the ball over too much. I think I was sped up as well, just trying to get us into our actions. And I think it's a great learning experience, to be honest. It's not like we're not going to face this team again, and I think we can continue to learn what they're doing great defensively and try and use it ourselves as well.
Next question, second row to your right.
Hey Sabrina, obviously not the result you guys would have wanted, but what was it like just having Courtney Vander Sloot out there again?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you know, we've played with her for a while now, and she means so much to us, but her being able to like suit up and do that is not easy, and I think it shows a lot about who she is and how much she cares about being a part of this team and wanting to sacrifice, you know, herself to be able to suit up and be available for us. And so we obviously really missed her. We can't wait to integrate her back in to what it is we're trying to accomplish here. But credit to her. I mean, it's so tough to do what she's doing and to put a smile on her face and to show up for us. Obviously, we would have loved to be able to win this for her and her family, but you know, there's a bigger goal that we're trying to accomplish, and we're excited for her to be a part of that.
The next question to your right in the third row.
Points against Minnesota the first time you guys played them, obviously had 3 tonight. Did they do something differently than what you thought between game 1 and 2 in defending her, and why were they so successful at limiting her touches tonight?
No, we knew exactly what they're going to do for us, and we just didn't execute it very well. You know, their 3-quarter fronting, we didn't have good angles, but their activity, there was always a crowd if she did catch it. But you know, another great learning experience because you know JJ's been playing great. They really took her out of the game. Making it hard for her to catch the ball and even rotating to her. There's no open threes, no open gaps. Like I said, the way they scramble around it is really impressive, and the way that they can make shots and make you run around and wait till you get a great shot, that's impressive as well too. And we're our own worst enemy. We're still right there. It's a great learning experience, but you can't. Like we rebounded well, but the turnovers were just an Achilles heel tonight.
Next question, second row to your right.
Hey coach, we understand it's never one thing, you know, that determines a game. However, the third quarter, you know, was a 10-point quarter. That being said, you know, tonight only recording 10 points in that quarter. You know, what did Minnesota show you guys defensively to, you know, cause the uncharacteristic scoring?
Yeah, look, I think they lifted up their intensity. They were in more passing lanes. I think they were making us speed up, which we had spoken about, playing with a little bit more poise. They were more physical. You know, we tried to establish JJ down low, and we got some really, you know, turnovers where it's, you know, then we had to go away from it. That was making us, take us out of the rhythm that we got there. So, you know, that's on me. We have to, you know, we want to establish a play, but sometimes if it's too hard, we need to play to the rest of them. Once we put the ball back in, we put the ball back in Shuey's hands, and great things were happening out of that. And, but like I said, great learning experience for us again, and we're going to meet this team again in a few days.
A couple more from down the road.